There comes a moment in life when everything feels still, almost as if time itself has slowed down. You look around and realize you're in the same routine, the same patterns, the same struggles. Days blur into weeks and weeks into years. And somewhere in the middle of it all, a question creeps in. Is this it? Maybe you feel stuck in a job that drains you. Maybe you're chasing dreams that once excited you but now feel hollow. Or maybe you're simply lost, unsure of what's next. You see others moving forward, making bold choices, transforming their lives. And you wonder why you're still standing in the same place. But what if I told you that you're not stuck? What if I told you that where you are right now isn't the end of your story, but just one chapter? That everything you've been through, every struggle, every failure, every setback, was leading you to something greater? Because that's exactly what it is. Your life is a story, and like every great story, it follows a pattern, a structure, a journey that has been told for thousands of years across every culture, every civilization. A journey that defines heroes, legends, and yes, even you. This is the hero's journey, a concept explored by the great mythologist Joseph Campbell, who spent his life studying the world's greatest myths and stories. He discovered something fascinating. No matter the culture, no matter the time period, all great stories share the same basic structure. From ancient myths to modern blockbusters, from the tales of Greek gods to Star Wars and the Lord of the Rings, the pattern is the same. And more importantly, this pattern doesn't just apply to stories, it applies to life. Because the truth is, every single person is on a journey. Whether you realize it or not, you are living your own version of the hero's path. And the best part? You have the power to rewrite it, to change the trajectory of your life, to step into the role you were meant to play. So let's go on this journey together. Let's break it down, not just as a concept, but as a blueprint for personal transformation. Every hero's journey begins in the ordinary world, the safe, predictable, routine life. This is where we all start. It's where we feel comfortable, where things are familiar. But deep inside, there's a whisper, a quiet, nagging feeling that something more is waiting. Have you ever felt that? That subtle pull, that curiosity about what lies beyond. That's the call to adventure. For some, the call comes as a dream they can't ignore. For others, it's a life-changing event, losing a job, a breakup, a personal crisis. And for many, it's simply a growing realization that they're meant for something more. But here's the thing, most people refuse the call. They feel the urge to change, to grow, to step into something new. But fear takes over, and fear is persuasive. It convinces us that we're not ready, that we're not smart enough, talented enough, or strong enough. What if I fail? What if I embarrass myself? What if I lose everything? So we stay where we are. We tell ourselves stories, excuses really, about why now isn't the right time, why we should wait for the perfect moment, why we're fine just as we are. And yet, that whisper never really goes away, does it? Here's the truth. Every hero in every story felt fear. Every legend, every leader, every successful person you admire, at some point, they stood where you are now, full of doubt, full of uncertainty. But the difference between those who stay stuck and those who transform their lives? Heroes move forward despite the fear, and they never do it alone. Because at some point, every hero meets a guide, a mentor, someone who helps them see what they're truly capable of. In myths, it's the wise old master, the Obi-Wans, the Gandalfs, the Dumbledores. In real life, it can be anyone. A teacher, a book, a chance encounter, a painful lesson that forces growth. But the greatest mentor of all, it's already within you. That voice inside, the one urging you to grow, to step forward, to believe in yourself, that's your mentor. You just have to listen. And when you do, you take the first step. The moment where everything shifts, you cross the threshold, you step into the unknown. But here's where most people give up. Because the journey ahead is hard. It's filled with obstacles, tests, failures, people who doubt you, moments that make you want to turn back. Every hero faces this. Frodo had to survive deadly enemies. Neo had to break free from the Matrix. And you'll face your own battles, self-doubt, criticism, setbacks. But here's the truth. Your struggles are not there to stop you. They are there to shape you. Think about your own life. Every hardship you faced, every painful moment, hasn't it, in some way, made you stronger? We don't grow in comfort. We grow in the struggle, in the fire, in the moments where we think we can't go on, and yet we do. And then, one day, something happens. You wake up and realize you've changed. You're stronger, wiser, more capable than you ever thought possible. You've become the hero of your own story. But the journey doesn't end there, because heroes don't just transform themselves. They return to the world, bringing back the wisdom they've gained. They help others, they make an impact. And that's where true fulfillment lies. Not just in achieving your dreams, but in using what you've learned to inspire, to uplift, to guide those who are still lost. So here's the question. Where are you in your story? Are you still in the ordinary world, ignoring the call? Are you at the edge, afraid to step forward? Or are you in the middle of the battle, struggling, but pushing through? Wherever you are, remember this. You are not stuck. You are not too late. Your story is still being written. And you, yes, you, are the author. So start writing.